Emmanuel Macron aiming for a reset in Franco-Algerian relations during his state visit to the North African country. The French president announced a new page in relations during a joint press conference with his Algerian counterpart Abdelmajid Tebboune. Well, because of a brutal colonial rule and a bloody war of independence, ties between Paris and Algiers have always been tense, but they reached another low last year after critical comments by Macron. To patch things up, both leaders agreed to set up a joint commission of historians to study archives on the 130-year colonial period, including the War on Independence. Well, this Friday, Macron visited the Christian and Jewish Saint Eugène Cemetery in the outskirts of Algiers, the most important one during colonial times. He paid tribute to those buried there who died fighting for France, and this after visiting a monument to martyrs of Algiers' War of Independence on Thursday. After his visit, he fielded questions from reporters. Take a listen.
C'est pas du tout de la repentance, c'est de la vérité, de la reconnaissance.
It's not at all repentance. It's the truth. It's acknowledgement. There are no great nations without the truth about our past and its acknowledgement. Not true. There's the political engagement of every day. To do politics in its noble sense, to preside, is to write a page of history. It's to chart the path of a country, to build this adventure. But this story can't be based on lies, forgetting, or if you will, on competing narratives that are presented as either or.
Bloc à bloc, des récits qu'on voudrait opposer l'un à l'autre.
For more on this, we're joined on set by France 24 International Affairs editor Armin Georgian. Hi, Armin.
Hi, Charles.
As ever, the past looming very large over this visit, but will anything actually budge this time, for instance, with this joint commission of historians?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a commitment, at least, to move things forward on this very vexed issue. So the joint commission of historians that was announced yesterday, that will consist of 6 historians on each side, 6 from Algeria, 6 from France. The two countries have committed to opening more of their own archives, which is actually a big step because France had not opened some of its archives, and equally French had been saying that if we need to get to a sort of balanced view of what happened, then there should be more freedom to consult Algerian archives as well. So there is now a commitment from the two presidents, Presidents Macron and Tebboune, to start this process. I suppose the question is, Charles, what will the results of this historical work be, and crucially, what political ends what will be the sort of political goals of both governments once the research actually sort of comes to light? What political mileage, if you will both sides, in a sense, want to make out of this? So we'll have to wait and see for that. But certainly for Macron's part, I think what he's hoping to do, in a sense, is kind of park all the historical things essentially to one side, to say, look, historians, the committee is doing its work, the commission is working. Meanwhile, let's focus on the big strategic issues. And France certainly does see Algeria as a very important partner in the Sahel because it has this long border with Libya, because it has influence in Mali at a time when France has lost a lot of influence in Mali. So I think France definitely sees Algeria as an important strategic partner, and Algiers also probably sees something to gain in kind of more enhanced strategic cooperation with France.
Armin Georgian is France 24's international affairs editor.